Hi guys, I'm doing this video for two reasons. My first reason is I want to do a giveaway. I just recently reached 2,000 subscribers here on my YouTube channel, so I thank you guys so much for watching my videos and for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And to thank you, I want to give away a $25 gift card to Simon Says Stamp. And all you have to do to enter is leave me a comment by June 10th and let me know how long you've been crafting for, and tell me at least one crafty item that you could not live without. That should be interesting. Okay, so till June 10th you have, and comment. Hopefully you've already subscribed to my channel. If you haven't, please do that if you're gonna enter my giveaway. And the second reason I'm doing this video is this is a craft room tour extension, I guess. I just did a craft room tour video recently, and I didn't have time to go through my drawers. The video was already a half an hour long, and I didn't want it to be an hour long, so I asked you guys if anybody would be interested in seeing what was in my drawers, and some of you were, so I'm going to show you what is in all of my Alex drawers. I don't have much in there. I just recently made this room over a couple months ago, but I'll show you what I have in there anyway. So thanks again for watching and subscribing. I really appreciate it. And be sure to leave me a comment if you want to win a $25 gift card to Simon Says Stamp. Alright, let's turn this around and get going. Okay, something I forgot to show you in the last video is what is behind. I showed you all of this stuff, but I didn't show you what was behind here. There's shelves back here too, so let me just quickly show you. So this is on wheels, so it pulls out. And then I have all my Copics down there, and then my colored pencils, the polychromos and the Prismacolored pencils. And then, get my hand out here. Down at the very bottom, I just have just one of these little tote things that I fill up with stuff when I go to craft fairs. So I have something to do while I sit there all day. And then that's just my nail bag for when I do manicures. And this rolls right back into place. And then over on the side of it, there's extra shelves to the glass cabinet. This is a big board that I take to craft fairs with me, so I can color on. I have some extra magazine holders that I got from IKEA that I have all my cardstock in. And this is a really cool, like, little desk for a computer. It's really long, so it's for a laptop and a mouse, but it's nice to bring out into the living room when I want to color or something. Be with the boys. And this is just a photo box that I used to take my pictures in. This right here is just a container that I just have Christmas cards in there for now. Eventually I'll add the rest of my cards to it. And then behind this cart, so this is an Alex unit and it's on wheels, as they usually are. I put down stuff down here that I don't need to get to. It's all craft fair stuff. So it's totes and you know, ways to display my cards. And yeah, I load that bag up that's on wheels, and these two pop-up totes from, I think they're from 30, what was that company, 31 or something like that. I don't know, I never hear about it anymore. Alright, so I'm just going to go over these drawers today. If you want to see the whole craft room tour, I'll put a link up in the top right hand corner that you can click on. Alright, so I went over these quickly in the first video, so I'll just show them really quick just to do all the drawers. Got stuff that I reach for up here, Post-its. These are the full Post-it sheets. More Post-it. I got this at Target, I think, a couple years back. My little IKEA tape measure that my husband hates. He says it's not a good tape measure, but it works for me. Nail file, nail clippers. Got a stapler, flashlight, a little craft knife there. And just the things that go on scissors back there. The protectors or whatever. Yeah, a lot of these are just kind of empty. So I have my pencil sharpeners here when I do colored pencils. These are just some fancy little cards that somebody got for me, I think during one of my surgeries. Somebody gave me that. my handy little letter mate here for when I do mail out my cards. Extra eraser. These are the needles I used to use to unclog my non-clogging glue tips that always clogged. Got the extra fuse tool head right there, and then this one's for my microphone, I think. And then got some Post-its, some like labels, Post-its, cute little paper clips, and then so these are, they're makeup organizers, and I do have these listed over on my craft room tour post on my blog. I have a supply list down at the bottom, and these are listed there. I got them off Amazon. Label maker, more Post-its, some label extra tape. Got clear and the black on white. Then I got a calculator back there that I never use, and the extra tape, and then it plugs in if I don't want to use the batteries. Alright, this is just my case that my loopy came in. These are extra loops, which is kind of cool that it comes with that. Well, I'm not going to be able to do that with one hand. These loopy cases, I don't know if you guys have ever seen loopy cases. Where's my phone at? But they're pretty handy. See, it has this, and they have cool patterns too, designs. It has this loop on it, so let me switch hands here. I like it because, you know, you can hold it with the loop there, but also when I always have my hands full of stuff when I go to my car, and I can just fling it over my finger, and then I still have a free hand to carry whatever it is I'm carrying. It's like I always have my hands full. But then they send you extra loops with it, so that's what that is. I got 2 rolls of this foam tape, and not on purpose. As if you saw my before video, my craft room was quite destroyed, and I had purchased one of these and I forgot I purchased it because couldn't find it, and so I purchased another one, and then I was mad at myself because these aren't cheap. I think they're like $40 or $45 each, so I was mad at myself. I have foam tape to last me forever. And then this came, it's from IKEA, and then it had some smaller ones, which I'll show you in the other drawers that were in the bigger one. Got some more Post-its back there. Can never have too many Post-its. Just like you can never have too many notepads. Alright, I got some photo paper down here. I don't print photos anymore. Some more photo paper. You know, with cell phones and computers, I mean, my pictures just stay on my phone or stay on my computer, so I never really print them anymore, which is kind of sad. Shipping labels, address labels, stuff like that. Yeah, so these are for my embossing powders, the little containers that I keep them in. This fits perfectly inside there. And then these are from IKEA. I had them in my window though, so they're like really faded and kind of yellowish. So I don't have them out, but they're, you know, they're handy little trays. I don't know what to call them. So I keep them just in case. You never know when you might need some extras. Oh, and then somebody asked me about this shelf down here. So it was, let's see, what did he say? It's a 1x12 piece of mahogany, and he cut off 2 inches to make that little lip. So it's 10 inches wide, and then the other 2 inches are the lip right there, and it's about 3 feet long, and then you just put them on L brackets. But I keep all my wiring up there. I need to get back there and zip tie those so it's not so ugly. But at least they're not hanging down to the ground like they were before, and they just looked awful. They still look awful, but I just don't see it as much now. Alright, so let's start here. So this is just a drawer full of bills, receipts, things I need to follow up on. It says office stuff, but it's kind of a junk drawer basically. But it does have paper clips in here, rubber bands, white out, or whatever, yeah, white out thing. Some extra highlighters, pens, staple remover, stuff like that. It's kind of a catch-all. Then I got my portable charger for my cell phone. Here's the other pop socket that I tried on my phone, but I just didn't like it. I don't know why I put it on a piece of cardstock. so sticky. Yeah, so here's the other thing that I tried, but you can't loop it around your finger, so it just didn't really work for me. Let's see, so I got some ties for cords down here. Oh, that's what I'll use. I'll get under there and put some of these around all those cords. And then these containers are also from IKEA. I love these. So it's like a newer version of my faded ones down there. And I'm not sure if I put these on my supply list on my craft room tour blog post, so I'll add it if it's not already there. Just got some parts for my microphone back there, extra cord, the thing that it comes with, some extra clips. And got some shaker bits down here and glitter overflow, it says. So I showed you in my closet in the craft room tour video that I had a container full of the Martha Stewart glitters, and so these are just extras that wouldn't fit in there. I love this stuff. I gotta use this more often. It's really pretty. Yeah, just things I use to put in shaker cards. And I got this tray from the dollar store, or Dollar Tree, whatever it's called. There's some more of those containers, and then here's another one from IKEA. Down here I just have all of the chargers and cords of the stuff that I use frequently, and some extra USBs for my iPhone and iPad. Got my handy little Bose speaker down here. This is a really good speaker if anybody's interested in investing in a little speaker to have around. That's just the case that my headphones came in. I don't know if I showed this in my other video, but I have got this off Amazon, this little thing, this piece, and it just holds my headphones there. They're Bluetooth headphones, and they're perfect for when I'm editing videos. If everybody's sleeping, I have to listen to music when I edit videos, so I just put on my headphones and edit away. So not much in here. These are the pieces that came in the bigger black box down there that had my craft foam in. These were in that box. Just got some stamps and address labels or whatever they're called, Scotch tape, some ink refills, and my lucky $2 bill. I put this non-slide stuff from IKEA in some of the drawers. The ones that when I would open, everything was kind of pushed back from closing it. I put it in those drawers, so it's not in all of them. Here I just have some Sharpies and some extra gel pens. I got the black Jelly Roll pens that come in threes down there, hidden under all the other pens. And then these are just from the dollar store too. All of these are from dollar store or Dollar Tree. I don't know what the difference is. It's got my Memento refill here. These little things that I haven't used, the spin and slide discs. I haven't made one of those cards yet, but I want to. That's why I keep this. This little thing, oh my gosh. I can't even believe I still have this. So it's all the teeth I collected as the tooth fairy for my son. I have no idea why I still have that. Told my son when he gets his first girlfriend, I'm going to make her a necklace out of his teeth. Not really. Hope nobody thinks I was serious there. I got some laminating pouches of all different sizes. I got the Copic airbrush thing back there. And then here I just have some extra labels from my embellishments, which I think is the next drawer. And then these are the labels. In my room tour video, I said I needed some labels for my ink pads, and asked if anybody knew where to get them, and somebody said I could make it on my Silhouette, and I didn't even think about that, so that's what I did. I made them on my Silhouette, and so now I have a bunch. Got my little Copic tweezers to do refills on my Copic markers. Extra nibs, and then these are just the tools for my scan and cut and my Silhouette. Here's my fun drawer. There's all my embellishments. So this is the one I'm loving right now. These are my most used sequins, and then I just have them labeled on the back. And then this handy little bead tray. So this is what I got when I first started making cards and I was starting to collect sequins. I got this whole thing because I never thought I would fill it. But I filled it pretty quickly. I love these containers though. They're just like that other one I showed you, but they're just a single row. But it's the same system. You got to push the button and lift up at the same time in order to open them. So, don't really use sequins that much anymore. I like the jewels. And then I have this embellishment holder, which I really like too. I do use these, but those labels I showed you are the extra for these little containers. Alright, let's try to put stuff away as I go. Put the lid on later. Alright, and then down here I just have some corded headphones, an extra plug-in fan, and then a cordless fan, which I use quite often. And then just a bunch of pre-cut 65-pound Recollections cardstock that I used to use this when I first started making cards so that I wouldn't waste a bunch of the Nina paper, which was a little bit more expensive, but I don't really do that anymore, so this is just kind of extra, I don't know, extra cardstock. And then I have some grids down there for my mini Misty. And then up here I don't have this labeled because I don't know what to do with this stuff. I just kind of put these papers in here because I didn't know where to put them. It's just the specialty papers that come in some of the Simon Says Stamp hard kits. But they're just single sheets, so I don't necessarily want to do a ticket holder for them. And then below that is a pack of, I ordered a pack of the MFT sample pack with all their different cardstocks, but it's only 1 or 2 sheets of each color, and so I just don't know what to do with that. So I'm going to sit in there until I come up with a better solution. And then down here, I got these little doilies that I got from Stampin' Up. I saw somebody made a dream catcher and I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to make one and obviously didn't get very far with it. This is just a magnetic bowl for keeping your dies and stuff handy. Got some tags there, some command hooks for my under counter lights. And then I have some thank you cards here that I made when I used to sell my stuff on Etsy. That include a little thank you card, but don't have time to do that anymore. So it's got some pre-cut butterflies back there. Here I just have a lot of extra pens that I use often. I got an extra Versamarker, Deco foil adhesive pen, and then Wink of Stella Nouveau Shimmer, Spectrum Noir, and then an extra glue pen down there. Some Stampin' Up! Blender pens. And then got some candles from IKEA. They're not great candles, but they smell good, so. And have some scoops back there that I purchased for absolutely no reason. I thought they might come in handy. Stuff like that is what I gotta quit buying. Okay, so I got some extra marquee bulbs for my the Action Wobblers. Got some small ones and some ones that are a little bit bigger. And then this is the other thing I tried using on my cell phone. It's a loop. I can get it unstuck. Some of the stuff's hard to do with one hand. So it sticks to your phone, and then it's a loop, which is cool, but I have a square ring and my ring would always get stuck in it. And then this thing will go in the car vent, and then I could just, it's a magnet, and then my phone would stay there. But I love my loopy, so. Down here I have some colored craft foam. It has adhesive on the back side. I don't even remember where I got this pack. Might have been like Walmart or Target or something. And then these are all the parts of the Concord and Ninth trees that I started but didn't finish. And then got some eyelets that I use for my die storage right there. Just some wire, and then a big thing of craft foam that I thought I was getting the thin craft foam, like the 2 big rolls I showed you, but it's super thick. So I don't really use that very often. And then down here I have all my craft foam. So I have a lot of all the extra pieces. So it comes in a 9x12 sheet. So you have an inch left over. And so I save all those pieces because they're good for cutting out word dies and smaller things like that. And then just scraps I just keep in case, you know, I have small things that I want to cut. Up here I keep what I've already cut out and ended up not using. So that's just the foam. And then this Get Well Soon, I actually have the cardstock already glued to it, so it's ready to go. Got all the circles back there that when you cut out for shaker cards and stuff. So I have some pre-cut pieces that are like little smaller than 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have some half sheets here, and then the full sheets are below that. Got the black and the white. Okay, so going up here, not much. These are I think I already said these trays are from Dollar Tree, but these are the extra lights that came with my under counter lights, which is kind of a bummer because they all have to plug in together. I could have got a set of 4, but I didn't see one with 4, so I just got the one with 6. So those are what I have where I keep my stamps. Then I have the command hooks on each side to keep them up out of the way so you don't see them. Let's see, focus camera. And then there's the other hook right there. They're really nice. I figured I'd try them out in here first, and if I like them I might get them in my kitchen. Oh, I forgot to say, these under counter lights, I do have listed over, if you go to my blog and you go to my craft room tour post, I have a supply list at the very bottom of the post, and I have a link to these under counter lights. It's right next to, I put it right next to the Calyx unit. So right next to, if you see the picture of the Calyx unit, you should find the little lights. They look kind of weird in the photo. They just look like black lines, but they are there. And then these are sensor lights that I had in the cabinet that I got rid of, which won't really work because my stamps are always open. Some extra batteries. I got all kinds of mint stuff here when I was making my own name stamps. But then I got one made that I love, so I don't really use this anymore. I should get rid of all that. Here I have, so here's some of the stamps that I had made when I first started making cards. Thought I was so special that I had a stamp with my name on it. Even got one with my son's name on it when he used to craft with me. So I got all vellum scraps right there. And then back there is just a piece to my laminator. And my laminator I just keep right up here. So these are the stamps that I made. That was for a custom order that I made. And down here I have glues, syringes, and stamp cleaners. So I have some tips here. These are the ones that Corey Wiskman sent me, which I like, because when I bought them, I think it's new on Amazon that you can buy them short like this. Or at least I just couldn't find them. When I bought them, they came super long like this, and then my husband used a Dremel to cut them down to this short little size. But you can buy them short now off Amazon. And then these are the syringes. So if you buy them though, make sure you get the syringes that you can screw a needle into the top, because some of them just has a plastic end that you can't screw anything into. Then I just have some extra glues here. I don't even know what that is. Oh, Nouveau Deluxe I wrote on there. Okay. And I got some multimedia matte, and then some refill stamp cleaners, more multimedia. There's some Versamark refill, little baby glossy accents, Mama Glossy Accents. Embossing. That's emboss. Oh, that's Emboss It Dabber. I've never even used that. Dabber. Alright, got some glue dots, some bigger glue dots, and then some of the little tiny ones. And I think that's it from there. Down here I have hand sanitizers, wallflowers, clothespins, and punches. So that's all these smelly things from Bath & Body Works. Hand sanitizers you can never have too much of. I got some different size clothespins down here. And then I didn't keep very many of the punches because most of the punches I have the dies that do the same thing, so I thought it was kind of pointless to keep both of them. So I got rid of a lot of the bigger punches. I did keep the one bigger scalloped circle and then all the little ones that I might use. But I see some people that have just walls of these things and I just never got into these. But I kept the like corner rounders and all the tags and stuff like that. Alright, and the last row over here, I pull this thing out to get to. But I don't really have anything in here, so I figured I'd put my least used stuff over here. So it's just empty. That one's empty. I have some of the stubs for colored pencils in here. Some business cards, Gamsol. Got some large clips. When I do loan signings, I got to clip the loan documents together. These things I got off Amazon. I think they're kind of cool. So when your colored pencils get down to little stubs, you can put them in this thing and then you can still use the pencils. Thought that was cool. Here I have these large daubers and then an airbrush thing here for alcohol markers. But these, I'm kind of bummed. When I first started ink blending, I had a hard time with the ink blending tool. So I just felt like I had more control with these large daubers. So I ended up getting them for all the colors, and then I practiced more with the ink blender and got the hang of it. But these are not cheap. These are like, I think these are like 40 bucks for a package of them too. I should get rid of those. I just don't use them. And then nothing down there. Alright, and that's it. That is all my drawers. Be sure to leave me a comment if you want to enter my giveaway for the $25 gift card to Simon Says Stamp as my way to thank you for subscribing to my channel. Also, if you go over to my blog and check the blog post, the Craft Room Tour blog post, I have a lot of the stuff listed down at the bottom of the post in my supply list. And let's see, what else? That's it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed what I have in my drawers, even though it wasn't much. But I just appreciate you watching and supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. So if you want to see that craft room tour video, if you haven't seen it already, you will see a picture of it on the screen right now. And if you click on it, it'll take you right to that video. Head over to my blog post if you want to find all the items that are listed in my craft room. I have a supply list down at the bottom of that post. All right, thanks. Bye.